I want you to see exactly how long Rand is in this entire trailer. The main character, the revealed Dragon Reborn, is in this trailer for the grand total of... And he's gone. It's here. That time has finally arrived, where we actually get to see the last episode of the Wheel of Time, and we can finally get put out of our misery. At this point, I'm just hoping that the Dark One wins and everybody else dies, because it's the only way we're actually going to avoid some kind of Season 2. And I know, it's already been renewed and it's already planned ahead, but... if the Dark One breaks the wheel, then we might actually be able to prevent fate and save us all the trouble. Or, even in a worst case scenario, the wheel might break, the Dark One might resurrect everybody and change all of history. Because quite frankly, I would rather watch all of the demons of hell rule the earth and make the entire world suffer than have to sit through this all over again for another series. Look, if anyone's got to suffer in this, I'd rather it be them than me. Now, there are spoilers that are out there. I've only seen one of them, and I won't be referencing that or anything to do with that in this. So I don't know any of the others. I'm only going off this. Everything I talk about will be in this 1 minute, and I have no future knowledge. There is no spoilers apart from what's on the screen. All right? Got it. Not that I think anyone spoiled this, but I decided that I wasn't going to spoil this for myself, and I was just going to really appreciate the true visceral horror when it actually happened, because I thought that would make the best impression. And by best, I mean worst for me, but probably best for you. Now, we start with the blight, and it still looks as trash as it did in the last episode. And we get this line from Moiraine.
We're getting closer.
So I assume Swan's come to visit. I think in the next bit, you can absolutely see where all the budget's gone for the entire series, because I've actually seen people commenting how they think this has been some kind of tax fraud, just because they literally have not spent, what is it, 100 million or something on this entire series. But apparently now there's a few Trollocs, and so maybe they've just been saving the pennies till this point. I mean, they haven't spent any on the scriptwriters, but they've definitely spent it on the Trollocs. And I'm actually looking forward to this bit. I did like the Trolloc fights in the first episode, so if we get it at the first episode and the last episode, then at least I can try and, I don't know, burn the rest of the episodes in the fiery pits of my mind or something. We've got Moiraine saying the Dark One's strength is building, but I don't really see that. I actually don't think that's happening. I highly doubt that Raph has ever lifted any weights in his life. There's no way he's getting stronger in any sense of the word. Now, we've got this scene, which is literally a load of cavalry coming out of Fal Dara towards the gap. So, yes, happened in the books. Is this going to happen in this Tarwin's Gap, though? Have you seen this Tarwin's Gap? It's like 10 foot long. How are you going to ride cavalry down that thing? Cavalry seems to be the least advantageous military unit you could possibly use in that. Now, I'm no military historian. I don't know advanced military tactics or anything, but I have played the Total War games, and I've also seen Game of Thrones, which this entire series is based on, apparently. And I think we all saw what happened to their cavalry charge. And quite frankly, given the people in this cavalry charge, I kind of hope the same thing happens here. If we can wipe out everyone in this one episode, they'll definitely run out of actors and extras before the second season. You can also see Egwene at the front there, and he's saying the last battle is here. Firstly, what?
What?
I can't even really go into that. Again, this is one of the things that Raph does. He basically puts something really terrible in there that no one can talk about and discuss because spoilers. So everyone has to sit there and think, what on earth are you doing? Why are you making everyone appear like complete and utter morons? And no one can explain why. So I'm just going to leave this here and say to everybody who doesn't know, this comment is a lot worse than you can think it is. I am wondering if Egwene will die. We've already seen this. They hated him in the last episode because he's got dangly bits, and so he's basically the Dark One himself, isn't he? Let's be honest. So they will definitely want him to get his comeuppance, and so no one speaks to Moiraine like that. No one, and so it's basically Cosmic Karma's just lining up for him. And by Cosmic Karma, I obviously mean Raph's gonna stab him in the back, but I don't mind because it's not Egwene. Oh, here's a screenshot that's as bad as everyone thinks it isn't it? You've got Nynaeve, you've got Egwene, and two other women. I am assuming one is sort of his sister, who's weak in the power. I don't know who the other one is. Maybe Min? Can't really tell. Perrin's not there. Why would Perrin be there? It's not as if he matters, is it? What's Perrin gonna do? He doesn't even have an axe. Perrin literally doesn't have his signature weapon throughout the entire series. And then we get the line of hell. All 5 of you get a part to play. I mean, I don't know what part Perrin's going to play. Is he going to stand behind Egwene and tell her how amazing she is? And then just randomly, once again, not going to get any comeuppance for killing his wife? I mean, let's remember that he did actually kill someone and has received not even a trial or a hint of judgment at any point throughout any of the last 8 episodes. Normally someone says something, but apparently no, in this, it's all fine. As long as you just run away, no one cares. Right. I do wonder what it means to everyone who said, like, Matt was written out at the end of episode 6 because he left the show. And it's like, well, I mean, they're writing him back in now, so I don't know how you're going to square that circle. But I do love the fact that, as it says, all 5 of you have a part to play. We get Nynaeve's face, followed by
5 of you have a part to play.
An Egwene moment. Yes, all 5 of you. All 5 of you are important. It's just that some of you are a bit more important than others. Now, this is interesting, isn't it? We've got a ballista here from Fal Dara keep itself. But there seems to be a wall at Tarwin's Gap. So they're already planning for that to fail. When if they're planning for that to fail, it means it has in the past. Even though the books literally said that if Tarwin's Gap fell, there was no other line of defense and Trollocs would literally flood out into the open and no one could stop them. Like, the keeps were the last line of defense afterwards, but you had to stop them in Tarwin's Gap, otherwise you were in major trouble, because that was the best defense, because it was so narrow and so easily defended. So if you can't even defend the most easily defended place, Fal Dara wouldn't stand a chance and the entire place would get overwhelmed. Oh, they're gonna lose Tarwin's Gap, aren't they? They're gonna lose Tarwin's Gap. This literally, like, the fact they're loading that ballista and it can't shoot over the wall, which is at Tarwin's Gap, just means they're gonna lose Tarwin's Gap. And I want to do this in real time, because I want you to see exactly how long Rand is in this entire trailer. Right? The main character, the revealed Dragon Reborn, is in this trailer for the grand total of... And he's gone, and he never comes back, and that was it. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed your sight of the main character of the entire series, the thing that everything relies upon, because blink and you'll miss him. But you won't miss Matt, because apparently Matt now looks really evil. At this point, Matt might as well be the Dark One himself. In fact, I think we should just rewrite Matt to be the Dark One himself. That would be a twist. That would be a twist, Raph. If you want some more tips like that, if you want some more quality entertainment advice like that, just give me a call. Give me a call. I've got loads of these. I could really crush this show into the dirt for you. I mean, I think you're doing a great job of it yourself. Like, if you're gonna do a job and destroy a franchise, I can help you do it properly. I really can. We got some Trollocs coming in, ready, aim, fire. They're pouring through the gates of Fal Dara or something, I'm guessing, in this. There's definitely no way that's in the gap, so they definitely break into Fal Dara. They want you to see the whites of this guy's eyes so that he just fully understands the arrogance of men, because if only he'd asked for the Aes Sedai to actually help him rather than thought he could do it on his own, then he wouldn't be in this trouble now. I'd put money on the fact that he dies. I think he has to die simply for how he talked to Moiraine. I like that. To them, that will be karma and cosmic justice. It's got to be. I don't see him getting out of this episode. If he does, I'll be amazed. I do like that scene. I think in this, I think I'm going to like the battles. I like the battles of episode 1. I like Magic Goose in episode 1. So whatever happens in there, I'm going to like it. I'm probably not going to like the story implications of what they do, but the actual battles and scenes like this Archer stuff all looks really nice to me. Oh, look, there's Perrin running away. Poggers! We've got a fade. Still think the fades look cool. And this, I do think this bit looks awesome, where everyone's running in with all the arrows. I think that looks great. I mean, we've got this perfect vision. Now, at first, I thought that was Egwene right in the middle. I've changed my mind. That's definitely 5 women, isn't it? And you know what the best bit is? It says all 5 of you have a part to play. What do you think the odds are it's those 5? Needs all 5 of you to save Tarwin's Gap. I mean, we know they invade. We know they come through. And something's going to happen. It's not going to be Egwene and his soldiers which save Fal Dara, is it? We could basically write that off. And who has been the person who has been the astonishingly creator-like power which has saved every other situation which literally needed some kind of magical person to save them before? It was Nynaeve. Well, now we've got 5 of them. It's probably going to be Min can see the future, she knows where they're going to attack, and then everyone else just sort of nukes them with mystical powers that they have no idea what to do because they've never been trained. It really makes you wonder why the White Tower even exists, because no one needs to be trained to use the power. They don't even need to be trained weaves or anything else. So I think if we want to wrap it all together, we can probably put this kind of timeline on it. We get some scenes with Moiraine taking Rand to the Eye of the World. Something happens at the Eye of the World, which, as it's not shown, I'm not going to speculate on. Probably something disastrous. I imagine it's going to destroy Rand's character. Look, we all know why. Now, but for the rest, for the bit that we actually see in the trailer, essentially, I think the Trollocs are going to come through Tarwin's Gap. They're going to ride all of the horsemen into them. They're probably all going to get wiped out. I wouldn't be surprised if Egwene literally died in the first wave or something stupid, just as recompense for him. Then you're going to have Trollocs flooding out of Tarwin's Gap into Fal Dara, and as they flood through, you're going to have the famous 5, the fabulous 5, the fantabulous 5 of all the women basically saving the day and saving Fal Dara. And when it actually says all 5 of you have a part to play, it's literally on that screen saying those 5. Doesn't mean Perrin or Matt or Rand. It means those 5. And then even immediately after that, like, that stays on for a while, and immediately afterwards, it's like, no, we actually just mean Nynaeve and Egwene. Do I think it's going to change? No. We've been here too far. We're too deep in the mud. This is not going to change at any point, and so I think it makes it very, very predictable. When you've got all of the rules, all of the Twitterati rules that have to be obeyed, we basically know who's going to save the day. You can predict what's going to happen. That basically, it's all going to be hell. Rand will go to the Eye of the World. He's going to do something stupid. Everything's going to be his fault. He's going to probably cause the apocalypse or something. Moiraine will jump in to save him. Perrin's going to run away, apparently, according to this. Matt's just going to be evil and probably be subdued by a woman, or maybe the Red Jar come after him. Who knows? Be interesting if we see Fane. He wasn't in this at all. Yeah, Fal Dara will get saved by the fabulous 5 women after the Trollocs basically swarm over all the male defenses. And of course, there's no one left except for Nynaeve, who apparently isn't scared at all. No, doesn't matter if all of the armies of the Dark want to pouring on her. No, she's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Not like she's just a medic. She is just an untrained medic at the moment. An untrained medic with all of the power of the creator himself, but an untrained medic nonetheless. It does make you wonder if she's this powerful in season 1. How on earth are they going to increase her power in the later seasons? Like, normally there's some kind of sloping upwards as people get better and more trained, but she's just started amazing. So, how'd you go up from here? What's she gonna do? Oh no. Sorry, I've just thought of future plot points they could destroy, and I've already ruined that for myself as well. Look, this is tomorrow. It's in 10 hours as I record this. Am I looking forward to it? No, but whatever happens, at least this will truly be offensively awful, because I've also just watched The Matrix, and that was crap. That was really just crap. But it was just boring dross that was trying to literally trigger the right people. And it was clunky and blunt writing and horrible, and it didn't have its needed effect. And it really seemed like that was just put in to try and distract from the fact that the rest of it was absolute trash. No one will remember that the next day, let alone anything else. So I can give Raph this. At least when he destroys a property, he actually makes it offensively awful to be remembered, to be something you can talk about. Because The Matrix, I've literally watched The Matrix an hour ago, and I can barely remember anything that happened in the movie. If the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy, then that's the only feeling I've got towards The Matrix. At least in this, I can despise it. Now, that's it from me. If you like the video, press like and subscribe. More videos in the future, and let me know what you're looking forward to for the finale of The Wheel of Time. But for now, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Well, bye-bye.